Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Lisa and I'm being a surrogate for the third time. This is my 6th pregnancy overall because I have 3 of my own children who do like to interrupt when I'm filming. Anyway, I am now 39 weeks pregnant and this is my week 38 pregnancy vlog, looking back at the previous week, and everything is starting to get a little bit more difficult now. Like, I'm fine. Baby's fine, there's nothing concerning whatsoever going on, but I'm not sleeping because the pelvic pain is immense and the backache is impressive and sciatica is here to stay. She is making herself well and truly known. Also been getting like real exhaustion, a lot of pressure down below at times. I think she literally does pop in and out of my pelvis, which is fun, but I can eat more now. Sometimes I'm starving, like I'll sit there and I'll eat dinner and I'm still stupidly hungry to the point that, you know, when your stomach sort of hurts after I've eaten dinner. I don't know how, that doesn't make any sense, but it is my reality and I'm gonna have to go with it. So that's kind of annoying, and I generally ignore that. And just because, look at the size of me, I do not need to be eating more food. So I'm just ignoring that, it's fine. Waking up a lot at night, so I'm very sleep deprived, which I think why I am tired a lot. Maybe also the anemia, but I'm taking my tablets. I'm being a good girl. I'm taking the ferritin or whatever it's called. It's just definitely starting to get more difficult. And again, I'm not complaining. And as things go, as long as the baby's healthy and everything, I can deal with this. I'm just sort of documenting the realities of what it's like. So yeah, it's uncomfortable. I'm not sleeping. I haven't had issues with acid reflux because I'm on that omeprazole, which is amazing. But I'm getting to the point like, you can get out now. You're cooked. You just leave. And also, if I talk about a little bit of my fears, that my last labour was quite quick, at 40 odd minutes, and I was left with some damage post-birth because he did have a large head and he was like 10 pounds, though when I spoke to the doctor before being cleared and everything, we linked that back to it being IVF, because none of the babies I've carried have been that big, and my BP issues and everything like that was linked to the IVF, we believe, rather than it being me. And again, I think that's kind of been proven this time, because although I am still like over 35 and I'm obese and I've had lots of babies, I've had no issues with my BP, I've had no mega like elephant leg, I've had no issues at all. The pregnancy's been pretty textbook. Baby's growing and following the pattern exactly as she should do from every check. So I do think it was the IVF really that sort of like scarred. I don't think my body gets on with it. Not everybody does, and that's okay. But I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to hurt and I'm tired, and I genuinely think she's going to be at least a week late. And that means another 2 weeks of not sleeping, another 2 weeks of being in constant pain. There's been a lot of either CM or plug loss, I don't know what it is, to the point that actually I like go to the toilet, have I peed myself? But it doesn't smell like pee, so I think it's okay. And it's definitely like that sort of loss that you get, which is kind of annoying. Sort of, I have sniffed it, I'm sorry, it's so gross, but it is a little bit sweet smelling, but not like, it doesn't smell like waters or anything. I think it's just liquefied mucus plug or just cervical mucus. I'm so sorry if I've made people like heave, but I just try and be open and honest. If you're new here, I don't sugarcoat things. I'm kind of pretty blunt and basic. I think that's it. It's just, yeah, definitely getting more difficult. I have to wear makeup. I'm saying a lot. I annoyed myself yesterday. You know when you get, anyone that's been pregnant before, you know you're being stupid. Like, you are being really stupid and it actually upsets you. I missed Edith's, a birthday party for Edith yesterday. I'm absolutely just so angry with myself, and also I feel really bad for the mum that I let down and the little girl who she was supposed to go to party to. In the morning, I'd already said down, I said, right, you have to remind me. I put a reminder on my phone, and in the morning I was getting cramps and backache, and I didn't know if I could like start things off, and my brain just totally went out of the window. And I said to him, I texted him because he was at work, and said, I'm gonna give it another hour, but remind me when you get back to message her if I can't go. And I think because I was a bit all out of sorts because I was really uncomfortable and my pelvis was really hurting, and I was actually struggling quite a lot yesterday morning just because I was in a lot of pain, and it wasn't labour pain, it was just pain, because for whatever reason my pelvis was really hurting. and Edith started to get a bit sort of panicky, a bit anxiety, I think, because she didn't like seeing me in pain. So then I'm trying to like not act like I'm in pain because it was upsetting Edith. And then it was like half an hour into the party and I went, oh my god, I haven't taken her. And I couldn't at that point, and she was not quite right. She's very for those of you that don't know, my daughter has special needs. She has a 2p14 deletion, and it's manifested in like autism and sensory processing disorder and stuff like that. So she was having sort of anxiety issues, so I just messaged and said, look, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, but she's not gonna be able to come. And it partly I kept meaning to message her. I was like, said to Darren, remind me to message her, and then that totally went out of my head. I totally forgot that. And then she ended up not going, and I felt awful. I honestly could have laid on the sofa and bawled. I didn't, because that wouldn't have helped Edith, but I felt really like such an awful person for doing that, because it wasn't intentional, and that really upset me. And I know that sounds stupid, but again, 39 weeks pregnant, so cut me some slack, because I'm emotional, I'm full of hormones, and I just felt like a really terrible person, basically. And then very last minute surprise visit in the afternoon, her best friend who lives in London came to see us, and that just, Edith was just so happy seeing her. So they stayed for a few hours and then disappeared off around dinner time. So that sort of made up for the fact that she had missed the party, because I did have to sit down and say to her, I'm really sorry, but Mummy forgot, and it's a bit late to take you now, because by the time we got there she would have been over an hour late, and I don't think she was in the right frame of mind either, and I don't think it's fair to take her to a party if she's gonna sort of shut down or throw up or whatever, like she did at her own party. And it's just, so basically I just felt like a bit of a wreck yesterday, but that is yesterday, and today is a new day, and the week coming is a new week, and I think you're going to get at least 2 more pregnancy updates. As I said, I really don't think she's going to come till she's about a week late. I'm now slightly scared she's going to be later than that, and I think because I've got it in my head that she'll be here by the 7th, like on the 7th, I think she's going to be here by the 7th. So if she goes over that, I dread to think what sort of person I'm going to be. Kerry has scared me by going 9 days overdue, having never gone overdue before. Like, the reality is you can go 2 weeks over, even if it's never happened before, and I'm like, please, because then she would be massive, and then all those fears of the birth injury and stuff come back. So yeah, I'm basically a wreck of humanity. But I will quickly show you the bump. That's her down there, but when I breathe out it's obviously rounded. I feel like I'm a little bit smaller. I don't know if I'm correct with that assumption or not, but the bump, I feel like I'm smaller in this pregnancy than I was in the other one, so I'm hoping that means she's a smaller baby, because the idea of going through the pain I went through after with that injury is just not appealing. So I think at the minute it's a lot of hormones, a lot of anxiety sort of kicking off with me as well. I've also got this massive fear, as I said before, that I'm going to go into labour on what I feel is my estimated date of delivery, which is the 5th of September, which is Edith's first day at junior school. And I can't even, like I mentioned this before, but I can't even get my head around the fear of that one. That is actually terrifying me a little bit, because I can't face missing it for her. I would never forgive myself. And I think I'm just in this whole guilty, messed up thing, because I know that where I'm in pain, I think I'm upsetting Edith, and then I just feel immensely guilty as a mum that I'm doing that to my kid. And I'm just basically, yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of days where I feel like this, where I struggle to be okay, and then I'll like kick myself up the butt. Like, I'm already doing it, like, for God's sake, it's hormones, it's fine, she's loved, she's healthy, she's for the most part happy. I need to stop being like silly. But as you know, as mums, a lot of you, if you're having a second or third child or whatever, especially with your second, it seems to be so much worse, that guilt you feel of bringing another baby into the family, and are you gonna mess your child up, and it's this mum guilt that you get. And I have that in a completely different way, but I have that immense, overpowering, almost can't fully breathe in properly mum guilt going on, which I knew was gonna happen. So I'm trying to like laugh at myself, because I'm the sort of person I'd rather find humour in a situation than a panic attack. But it's yeah, I'm driving myself insane at this point. I'll see you all later, take care.